No, I was gonna say. What the fuck was I gonna say? We were just saying something.
That I'm pretty.
You definitely aren't, and you definitely weren't.
About the meds?
Oh yeah, what a wonderful country we live in, where the medical industry is actually concerned whether or not you can drink or not on your medication.
Yep. They literally called me back the same day and said, wait, have you taken it yet? And I was like, well, no, because I take it at this time, it's already way past that time. Okay, good, because we're going to switch you out because if you drink on this medication, you can have a seizure. But we're going to switch you to this one because you can drink on this one. But I'm looking for substance abuse counseling and help with substance abuse. Yeah, well, we understand that, but just say if you screw up, bless you. If you screw up...
The problem is you do have a history of repeating...
Yeah, no, I do, but like I've explained to them, I will stop taking my meds if I'm going to drink. And I'll give myself a full 24 hours to let it get out of my system.
But the benefit here is that hopefully those meds, since you are able to continuously take them and continuously get the drip of whatever fucking medication you need into your system, that it's going to regulate regulate you more, and to the point where maybe you can control the drinking rather than just drinking to excess every time.
Possibly.
It's possible. How long have you been on this new series of meds?
Oh, just like since...
You just started?
Yeah, just this past, or a few days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, since like Tuesday.
Yeah, give it a go. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe in a month from now you'll be a brand new person.
Maybe.
Maybe a year from now you'll have grown your hair out and got your contacts back in. And
Oh yeah, no. Well, the only reason
I'm a little bothered though.
What?
What the fuck, man?
What?
Where's Athena?
Athena? She's actually at home with
How's she doing?
with her roommate. Oh, she's doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah, she I was wondering why she was scratching so damn much, and I was there, and she rolls over, and I'm there scratching her belly. Really, she's black and tan, or sable actually is her color pattern. Anyway, on the bottom she's white, and then I just see all these. I see the fleas like on her, and I was like, "You poor thing!" I was like, over here yelling at you, calling you itchy, and you're infested with fleas.
Yeah, we actually had fleas. About once a year, I think we start getting infested with fleas. It's usually right when summer starts.
Yeah. So, but like right when I saw that, I got dressed, I booked it over to Walmart, got her a Seresto collar, which is like, not trying to promote, but it is the best flea collar for animals.
Really?
Yeah, it lasts about 8 months and it does its job.
Wow, 8 months?
Yeah.
Well, usually they're like a 2-3 month thing.
Yeah.
8 months is a long time for it not being like a Capstar or something.
Yeah.
That gets rid of that shit.
Yeah, it lasts 8 months and it's only, for a large dog, $60. And
$60 for an 8-month treatment? That's really reasonable. That's really reasonable.
Not bad.
Because most of those treatments, I mean, you can get those shitty ass drops that you put on the back of their necks.
Yeah.
They never work, dude. They work for maybe a day, but if your whole place is infested, like we couldn't think of anything, and we didn't want to put a bunch of poison everywhere because we got 2 cats and a kid who plays on the ground a lot. So what we ended up doing, my sister gave me a hint to use white wine vinegar and a Dawn and water solution. And we just sprayed that. I mean, the whole place smelled like pickles for a week, but we just sprayed it everywhere for a week, and it finally got rid of all the fleas. Wow. All of them. And we were fighting them, dude. And they only attack my son. Like, for some reason, they gravitate towards him. So he'll go to sleep clear as a bell, and then as soon as he wakes up, it looks like chicken pox all over him.
Yeah.
It makes us look like bad parents, because then he's scratching, and he's got these open little bug bites all over him, and that people don't understand. We're doing the best we can. We're putting cream on him all the time, but he's just a little magnet for those little shits.
And it's funny because it takes 24 hours for that thing to start working fully, right? And so around the 24-hour mark, the fleas start literally jumping off the dog.
And they're onto you.
Yeah, I'm like, they're playing my game, and I'm like, I feel something like, damn it! I was like, it's okay. I was like, you know what, as long as they're off Athena, because fleas aren't going to do shit to me, but like for her, they could carry certain disease like heartworm.
I mean, they could carry some shit. You never know when the next.
Well, that is true. Bubonic plague was spread by fleas, but they were on rats. So.
yeah, true. But they're fleas, nonetheless.
I kill them anyway, though. Like,
that's why I got cats, to keep the fucking rats out and the roaches.
Yep.
I love cats. I'm not too big on dogs anymore. They're too needy. I like things that are like me, that could kind of live by themselves. If I die, they could just eat my body. I don't need them to die with me.
Athena's like...
I feel like Athena would die by your side.
No, honestly, like Athena is a lot like me. She's needy and independent all at the same time. Like, she's needy when
she needs you.
When she wants to be. Like, and Frank can tell you, like, there's like times when like I'll be calling him like all the time, and it's usually when I'm on a bender and I'm starting to freak out, and then he won't hear from me for a while, and he's like, oh, Rob's sober again. Like I'm just like they're doing my thing, you know. Like I'm like pretty independent, and like.
Well, that was the intro for this pod. That's Rob, our guest, and our lack of Athena. We're 5 minutes in. Frank, you want to let them know where they can find us?
You can find us on Instagram where we're usually at, under @CI Podcast.
That's the only place we both inhabit.
Yeah. You can find us on Twitter under Completely Inapt. You can find us on Facebook and YouTube under Completely Inappropriate Podcast. If you throw in some underscores, you'll find us on BitChute. Oh, and you can email us with questions, comments, concerns over at completelyinappropriatepodcast@gmail.com.
And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, with another episode of Talk Therapy with our friend Rob. So Rob, what's wrong with you, man?
Apparently a whole slew of shit according to the VA, but hey, who knows who's counting?
Yeah.
So would you shoot a guy just for being black and running in Timberlands? Was he really running in Timberlands? I'm just gonna force this conversation to start.
I mean, quite frankly, I don't know. I'm getting my news right now
From MU?
Yeah, pretty much. Probably
not the best source.
You know, but a lot of them do keep up with current events. The only reason I don't right now is because I don't have cable. I just got internet. So I'm just on Hulu, Netflix.
Who has cable nowadays? Unplug people.
Yeah. So, I'm not watching the news and shit. But so, yeah. Of course, if the person was a threat, I don't care what color you are. Yeah, I'm going to shoot you if you're a threat. But if the guy was just jogging, even if he had stolen something, that's still no grounds to shoot the guy, in my personal opinion. Now, again, the media is always going to report what they want, and they can twist things.
Well, and apparently there's a video out.
Really? I have not seen the video.
Okay, just a tease until I read more of this. Says, ex-cop told investigators Arby attacked him and his son before Travis shot and killed Arby in a struggle. That, however, is not what the video appears to show. So what else do you guys know about this?
Well, apparently the guy had a prior conviction. The news isn't going to show you that. I think it was armed robbery too.
No, he had a .380 auto handgun, and he was attempting to get into a high school basketball game at a high school that he did not attend. He was 18 at the time, still in school, but it wasn't his school, and his school wasn't even playing in that game. But they stopped him, and they found the gun on him, and so he had a firearms conviction. That's what I've read.
Yeah, that, and there's a picture that allegedly, because it's only it's like a quarter profile of him in a fucking white supremacist rally. The fucking senior guy that shot him. And I'm like, okay, this is getting interesting.
We have to remember, it is Georgia. Cue the banjo.
Ding, 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 ding.
There was a lot of stuff that went into it, and of course, initially the media just reports, white man shoots unarmed black man while he's jogging. That's the initial report. Then, as things start to develop, these other, all this other information starts coming out. At the end of the day, unless what he said really happened, like if he really did have a hammer and was trying to attack, then sure, lethal force is justified, but
Yeah, because Georgia has standard ground laws.
They do, right?
Yeah, and I think it's mandatory by law for every household to have a shotgun.
What?
I think.
That can't actually be real, dude.
There's some crazy laws.
Yeah.
It can't be mandatory to own a firearm.
Like, where is it? Utah? It's illegal to shower at night on Wednesdays?
Well, those weird laws are different, but
Something
mandatory to own
fucking
something?
a camel on Mondays somewhere? I don't know.
Well,
I really wish I could make a better argument now. I can't.
Honestly, because in Iraq, every family is authorized to have
authorized, but not forced to. Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, over there, you want to have an AK-47 in your house, but that's what made it so hard for us too, because every swinging dick could be walking around with a fucking AK, and it's like, is that for his home, or is that like to shoot at us? Nobody knows.
Yeah, and in the beginning, the army actually massacred these fucking. I think it's declassified, so I'm gonna talk about it. Massacred this family because they didn't know that it's their tradition that for weddings they fucking walk around the fucking village shooting AKs in the air. Yeah.
Those bullets come down. I don't understand.
They don't care over there, though.
Ignorance, though. Like, I get it if you're so separate. Like you don't have neighbors for miles around. And fuck it, you're in the desert and shit. Okay, I get it. But a lot of these are like in like really nice buildings that you know are in the middle of like this town square or something. You know what I mean? Like those bullets are gonna come down, man.
Yep. But it's their tradition. They're like fucking Mandalorians.
But we do the same thing here. You're saying it as if like that only happens over there. Like we do that same shit here in redneck states like Texas and fucking Louisiana and shit. And we do that shit here in Mexico and little Mexico here in the valley.
Yeah, I know in Mexico traditionally you're supposed to walk around with the bride and groom.
Everyone.
And if somebody dies, you're supposed to walk around with the fucking casket too. Not like those fucking gentlemen dancing.
That's the techno music.
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
Oh my god, you haven't seen
There's a video of these 4 dark-skinned gentlemen that are fucking.
I didn't know we were PC all of a sudden.
They have the fucking coffin, right? They're carrying it with their shoulders, and they're dancing their way to the fucking hole.
And somebody looped in like techno music, and then they went even further and edited. They edited like those fail videos, like somebody riding a bike and then like it crashes and then they're like, so it's like they die like, and like the guys are dancing with the casket and shit. It's like
Jesus.
Dude, there's like a 10-minute loop on one of them.
Cool. They're celebrating life, man. It's just a different.
Dude, and then they're like on the ground, like crawling, dude, like with all the shoulders. Like it's pretty impressive to say the least.
Yeah, it's a performance. It's performance art.
Yeah,
I mean, if you've ever had to carry a casket and you're just one person out of 6,
yeah,
it's fucking heavy, dude.
Yeah, I'm like, how many times did I have to fucking practice that?
I think you had fat friends.
Dude. No, I mean seriously. Dude, like when my grandpa passed away, dude, that man was like 6'5", I want to say my grandpa was.
Oh wow.
6'5", 6'6".
Yeah, to buy the extra large.
And then he was a very heavy set man. Like he was close to 400 pounds.
Jeez.
So I mean, I didn't have to carry the casket. I was only 17 at the time.
Yeah.
So it was all my uncles, and they're all big men. But even they were struggling. You could see it on their faces. Like they were turning red, like struggling to carry the casket. I was like, oh man. I was thinking of that. What's that movie where they drop the casket and the body comes flying out? I was like, that's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
No, what is it?
Well, there's a scene in fucking Clerks, but it's not fucking shown.
Woo, Clerks!
Yeah.
Kevin Smith, we love you!
They go into
Okay,
the
maybe it's
fucking,
just me.
no, we do. Where they go into the fucking house to see their fucking dead high school classmate, and then the next thing you know, they're fucking running out of the house, and it turns out that's what happened at the fucking.
You knocked over the casket.
Yeah, Randall knocked over the casket.
Oh, I'm gonna have to watch all the fucking Smith movies tonight. Starting with Red State.
Fuck yeah.
Because we're starting a cult. I want John Goodman to come shoot us up.
John Goodman.
That's the last thing he came out in, right? Other than the Roseanne fucking renewal that ended up
there was
slashing Roseanne.
What the fuck is it called? Cloverfield 2, I think it was.
Was that after Red State?
Yeah.
What a terrible movie.
What, Red State or Cloverfield?
Cloverfield. Obviously not Red State, I just...
Which one was Cloverfield? Wait, Cloverfield sounds familiar. Which one was that one?
Cloverfield, the one with the giant fucking monster attacking New York. And then 2 is where John Goodman is underground.
Was Cloverfield Paradox something to do with that too, or is that a separate thing?
No, yeah, apparently that's the movie that ties them all together.
Was Cloverfield, that's the one that came out when we came back from Iraq, right? In 2007? I remember going to see that at the theater, drunk as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, I don't remember it at all.
But you remember going, damn it!
Yeah, I remember because we got our Coke bottles, we dumped about half of it out and filled the rest with whiskey and went to the fucking movies and...
It's only because you need the color, right? Otherwise it would just be straight whiskey.
Yeah. Pretty much.
You gotta get through the whole movie and walk out, otherwise it would just be straight whiskey.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah, now that there's a pause, can we take a moment and talk about or admire the goddess that is Daniela Ayala?
Yes.
The three of us follow her.
I don't follow her, the podcast follows
Okay.
her.
Us two and the podcast. The listeners follow her. No, I don't know. Maybe there are some listeners that follow her.
Yeah. She's pretty popular.
Yeah, she's fucking... Lately...
Why are you just... You're really just gonna force that conversation in?
No, because it's like, okay, they're dying down. What
Well, I wasn't done. I wanted to talk a little bit about aliens since we were talking about alien movies and stuff.
Let's do that.
I wanted to know did you get through the rest of the book, Alien Family?
Oh, yeah.
Aliens Families? I'll admit, I got through it in 3 days.
I knew you would.
You know why?
Why?
Because I bought the audiobook.
Ah! You fucking asshole!
I saved that for the pod. I want to make sure I got your reaction on like.
I thought you were just a really fast reader. I'm like,
I mean, I am, but I've also been working 60-hour weeks.
Yeah, and you're like, I'm not gonna read 7 chapters a day.
I told you I would.
I'm like,
I promised I would, and I didn't read one page all fucking
Yeah,
day. But I got through the whole book, and it is. Holy shit! It's a perfect amalgamation of everything that Scott Sigler has written. If you've read his Generations trilogy and his Galactic Football League trilogy, you can see all of that in this book. And bringing all that anyway, I just that's all I wanted to touch on was just to touch on because I wanted to shout Scott out before we do a whole episode, fucking breaking down the book a little bit without too many spoilers.
cool.
But now, Frank, if you'd like to move on and force a conversation, and I guess we'll just cut this one right here and say, yeah, Daniela Ayala. Is it Daniela or Danielle?
Danielle E. Like it's Danielle, but she adds a Y because it's cute.
Danielle.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why, but recently.
What do we know about her? Where's she from?
She lives in LA right now.
You just know
Well,
what
she's been bouncing between LA and Miami, right?
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's where she's from, Miami.
Yeah. I don't know, she's hot though.
Yeah, and then like I don't know why, but recently she's been covering her face, and I'm like, you're cute. Let's see that fucking smile, you know?
She does that Lola Bunny shit.
Oh yeah, and you have a thing for Lola Bunny.
Oh, I'm sorry, not Lola Bunny. I'm sorry, completely wrong. Roger Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit. Jessica Rabbit. I have a huge thing for Lola Bunny. I'm not a furry at all, but if that ever came to life, my wife would have some trouble. Yeah, but I can only get away with saying that because it's a cartoon. Even then, I probably won't get away with
Okay,
saying
I'm thinking two things. What if she cosplays Lola Bunny, your wife? And or what if you get a tattoo of Lola Bunny?
I'm not tall enough to play Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan.
Who's racist now?
They're all. How is that racist? Michael Jackson's white.
He's bleached.
Is he?
Isn't he?
No, he's black, but he got bleached.
Michael Jackson's black?
Yes.
Or was black?
Yeah, he was black.
When was he black?
Bleached. When he was a kid.
He was a
Jackson
kid?
5 and shit.
Dude. Wait, Michael Jackson.
I'm gonna have to show you.
The androgynous white android, you're telling me was a child at one point? And black?
Yep.
This can't be real.
No, man, Google it.
I thought Michael Jackson was just this creation of the New World Order. That was just using. Yeah, they were just using it as a.
Actually, there's a
That was Michael Jackson as a kid, and Jackson.
What's on his head?
A fro.
Oh! I thought Aliens Phalanx was actually based on a real story. There's something.
Yeah, and actually, if you watch the Thriller video, that's when he was slowly transitioning to the white side, to the light side.
Yeah, Sammy Sosa did the same thing. He got bleached.
Alex Rodriguez, same thing, got bleached.
Really?
Yeah, you haven't watched him lately? You haven't seen Alex Rodriguez? A-Rod?
Nah, the guy was supposed to call me. Yesterday.
No, Jennifer Lopez's husband. If you see him today, he used to be as tan as... but you know what, to be fair, I think they're putting some in the water, dude. Because when I was a kid, I'd go out in the sun and I'd get as dark as fucking Baby Michael. But, Baby Mikey... And then, like, as an adult, I've gone out and run marathons in the fucking sun and came back as white as when I started. I don't fucking get it. Like, it's weird, dude. I don't understand how as we get older, we get lighter. Is that a thing?
We start losing melanin, maybe?
Yeah, I wonder if that's a thing. Is it, or is there, it's a whole conspiracy to fucking make us all white people? If you bleach our skin, you can't get mad at us for not being one of you, right?
Oh, there's a fucking meme, or rather a picture, of a black guy suffered, was it a burn? Or, no, some scrapes. Like his arm was amputated, so he had a stump going on his elbow. And that stump was fucking whited out from the fucking scrape. And it said fucking, oh, it's true, we all are the same color, just different shades.
Yep. Yeah, dude, there's some pretty dark memes out there.
Yeah, because the pigment of your skin is determined by your ethnicity, where your people are located on the planet.
And the closer to the equator you are, the darker you are.
Right, to reflect the sun, supposedly, so you take in less
UV rays.
And then further away from fucking sunlight you are, the whiter you are. Like
so then you collect more vitamin D and
Yeah.
UV rays to keep your body in homeostasis.
Mm-hmm. See, we're not racist.
No, we're just
We're
scientists.
scientists.
Now, here's the problem. All right, I wanna ask you guys because I'm so getting bothered by certain memes that are being put out there that are all facts. They're fact-based memes, but they're very obviously attacking a certain demographic or a certain political party. How do you guys feel about shit where it's just like, well, here are the facts. For instance, there is this one, I won't say by who, black men kill more white men than white men kill black men or some shit like that. And
Yeah, there's more black on black.
there's
violence.
more black on black crime. Like, long story short, most violence is black men doing it to other people in general.
Which doesn't make it okay, but.
Which does, okay, fine. So you pointed that out.
Mm-hmm.
What's your point after that? You're just sharing a statistic? They're like, well, it's also kind of more of a thing that there are more white men as pedophiles as any other race. Are you not pointing that out? Just to fucking point it out. You know what I mean?
Nambla.
But do you see my point? Like,
Yeah.
I understand what they're trying to do, what these political parties are trying to do by influencing people, by giving them the facts they want to share. But you can't just give facts you want to share. Give more facts than that. Like, this meme-based culture where people complain about people sharing memes as their main way of expressing political ideologies.
Like our friend the other day, or the other episode we were talking about how he fights with memes on Facebook. Very highly educated, but he uses memes.
And exactly. It's such a fucking high caliber person using such a low caliber form of communication. It's like, oh man. It's like instead of getting on the radio and telling the person what you mean, you're sending fucking Morse code and trying to get as little fucking letters as possible in there just because it's fucking time consuming. Like, it's ridiculous. You don't... I'm so frustrated with all this, man. I'm so tired of politics.
Yeah, I think I've had enough politics for like the rest of my life.
And it's all because of this corona shit. I didn't want to talk about it. Ah, what am I doing, Frank? I'm spiraling.
So you're saying Corona is forcing you to be political?
I think so.
Because you're trying to avoid the subject of Corona, that's all there is fucking in this world right now. That's all anyone ever fucking talks about.
And Danielle Leal.
Oh yeah,
I
her.
like to talk about titties. And Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. So how's that game?
The crossplay,
Desperately trying to dig out a hole.
the crossplay platform is awesome. Because now we can all, it's not like, oh bro, I can't play with you because you have an Xbox or you play on PC. Now we can all play together.
You know, and I was saying it about a year before Rocket League came out. I was telling a friend that I worked with, like, dude, I don't understand why all these companies don't just work together. They can all triple their business if they just open their games to all other platforms. And then their online services, if it doesn't matter what platform you have, everybody's going to pick their best anyway because everybody wants to be unique. Mm-hmm. You're never going to have everybody that wants to follow the trend, and then those people that aren't following the trend are eventually going to be the popular ones, and everyone's going to shift over there. Like, if you just work together, it's all a living, breathing economy if you just work together. Not
to mention, I mean, like, if you really cared that much to play with your friends, you would have a PlayStation, an Xbox, and your games for PC. It'd be ridiculous, but that's what you would have to do.
A lot of people do.
Yeah, and then not to mention, you have your subscriptions, right, for the PS Network.
That's what drives me
Xbox
fucking
Gold.
crazy. People that do their fucking subscription services.
Yeah.
It's like getting a Pornhub service. Like, why would you pay for it?
Well, that's what, like...
Which is apparently free right now?
If you're Italian, yeah.
Yeah.
What? Oh, only Italy has free
Yeah,
Pornhub
because of the pandemic.
34%!
Yeah.
What's
So,
that?
but if you use
I'm 34% Italian.
But if you
Are
use
you?
fucking
Is it all
VPN,
on your cock?
Huh?
Whip it out, let's see.
Nah, it's actually more in my
Not Italian
in my palate.
Oh, your paleta?
Yep. I'm a sucker for Italian food.
yeah, it's more in his cooking, really.
Can you cook? I've seen your ribs. The air fryer's been letting me down lately, but it's because I've been letting my wife use it.
Ah. Yeah, fucking. Yeah, actually, I cook pretty good Italian food, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, I make a mean Bolognese style lasagna from scratch, sauces and all.
Bolognese, but that was cute. Maybe tried.
Yeah.
Do you make your own pasta? Have you ever tried?
I haven't tried.
Super easy.
Yeah, I've seen I have the
pasta maker.
Yeah, I have the.
It takes attention to detail, but if you know what pasta is supposed to look and feel like, if you've been in the kitchen before using handmade dough, you'll be alright.
Yeah, I figured the hardest thing would probably for me would probably be crimping ravioli or some shit.
Yeah, it's fun. If you can get into a tedious job, like once you start it, it's not a bad thing. What my problem is with shit like cooking in general is waiting. Once everything's done,
Especially when you're
and
starving.
you set it, and then you're just waiting. Like I know I have to wait 6 minutes before I flip the steak. I know that, but it's been 4.5. It's fine. Flip. I know I should wait 6 minutes, but it's been 3, and I already cooked the other side for 4.5. So pull it off, and then you cut into it, and it's half raw or fucking extremely rare. Rather
Fucking
than
cut into it.
Yeah.
Still and shit. Oh fuck.
And it won't stop me from eating it. That's the problem. Is I'll still
Shut
eat
up,
that
bitch.
bro. Yes. Shut up, bitch. Oh God, who are you, Frank, with his girlfriend in the closet? All right, so you know what, man? Fuck you, Frank. Why'd you put the gun? Why'd you take the gun into the place?
What? Oh,
You
because
You never ever finished the story.
Yeah, I did.
This is the episode where you finished the
I
story.
did.
You never said you took the gun in.
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh, I'm over it then. Next episode.
No, but yeah. What the fuck is going on? Something about something.
Something about something.
No, cause like we had something, and then you brought up the gun, and I'm like the black kid from Georgia. I'm like, oh no, he means me. But shit, what the fuck was it?
Are you paying attention to anything that we've been saying for the last 25 minutes?
Let's see. We went through meds. We went through Daniele Ayala. We went through. We went off on the aliens.
Yeah.
On the book and the Clerks, and then just right now we're talking about pasta and Italian is.
How'd you do that?
Pornhub. Oh, so
How'd you do that?
What?
Remember things.
I don't know. I think the seltzer slowed my brain down a little bit so I can absorb the information.
Fuck right now.
Nothing works for me.
What's it called? I know you wanted to ask the question though of what was it? Is SoundCloud?
Oh yeah, that's what I brought up today. See, you don't believe it.
Holy shit, Rob! You're an amazing guest. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's why I brought her up. So we could ask the question, is OnlyFans the female equivalent of SoundCloud?
Because SoundCloud's basically a bunch of guys that really need attention for their lyricism, right?
Yeah, it's a
Like all rappers.
Because nowadays you don't have physical fucking mixtapes. Now mixtapes are just a fucking playlist that you fucking
forward to people.
Yeah, from SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever used SoundCloud? I've never used it. I don't even know what the app symbol looks like.
Aren't we on SoundCloud?
I don't know. Are we?
Yeah, we are.
I don't know how we got on SoundCloud.
I'm pretty sure we
I
are.
can promise you I have no idea how we're there. It must be a Podbean thing.
Maybe.
How the fuck do we get on SoundCloud?
I don't know, we've been telling our listeners we're on SoundCloud.
I've never said we're on
No?
SoundCloud. No,
Oh,
never once.
fuck.
Go back to all 80 episodes. What are we up to now? 80 episodes?
70.
I haven't ever once said the term SoundCloud because I don't even know what SoundCloud is.
Huh, maybe you said, I'm trying to get on SoundCloud, but then fucking...
No.
God damn it, I
Definitely
could have
wasn't.
sworn you were
No.
like, yeah,
No,
we're on
Frank.
SoundCloud.
Frank, you're a broken person.
Oh, well I use
So what's your
SoundCloud.
So what's on SoundCloud? Who do you find? Have you found anybody good? Any Mac Millers coming up?
Nah. No, because when I used it, I only used it to fucking record my songs for my fucking band. You know, I write them, I record myself on fucking video.
He keeps claiming that he knows how to play music and shit.
He actually does.
I mean, I saw him play guitar once, but I couldn't figure out what song it was. I was trying to sing along to it. I couldn't figure out if it was the same song I was singing. I never played with the
I'm trying to remember.
guitars. You don't remember that?
I'm trying to remember.
I was trying my best to sing Kryptonite with you, but it wasn't any part of the song that I recognized. I guess it wasn't like the guitar. Like I was expecting maybe the bass part, and you were playing the acoustic guitar. So I was like,
yeah.
I don't know where the beat is. And you were definitely not in my key at all. But that was more on me because I didn't know what fucking key I was supposed to sing in.
I'm trying to remember. I don't know.
It was a very unique time for us all.
Well, because we're always fucking wasted.
You guys were, definitely. You weren't
Yeah.
there, but him and Harambe were real drunk there. No, actually, Harambe wasn't there. It was your gay little friend who who ended up fucking your girlfriend at some point.
Oh, him.
Him.
Fucking.
Oh, I just hurt your heart.
No, because I'm like,
Shit just went weird.
no, because I'm like, because I was telling my best friend this fucking ages ago, how he changed his fucking, before I fucking blocked his ass from fucking Facebook, that he changed his fucking Facebook name to fucking Lando, his last part of his fucking first name. And I was telling her, I'm like,
Is it
Lando?
Orlando?
Yeah.
Is it really his name Orlando?
And then, and so I tell her, I'm like, you changed it to Lando, more like Lando Calrissian. And she's like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm like, Star Wars. I've never seen Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean, come on, dude. She was 18, dude. Come on. Star Wars, come on, dude. You ask too much of people. You do.
It's on Disney Plus, damn it.
It's on Disney Plus wasn't a thing at this point.
Oh, but now she can fucking, I'm gonna fucking bring it up. I'm like, hey,
bitch.
it's on Disney Plus. Fucking
I know
watch
you own it. I know you don't watch Moana. Fucking Disney Plus.
Yeah, man.
I paid for that shit. I don't know why. I've stopped. I watched The Mandalorian. Once The Mandalorian stopped, I don't know why I'm still paying for Disney Plus.
Because it's coming back.
Ooh! You didn't happen to watch the UFC fight last night, did you?
Nah.
God damn, who's fighting?
No
Some
idea.
guy and some other guy.
Yeah.
I was excited. Okay, over-unders. There's some Joey Coco Diaz asked, over-unders, how many people are coming out with corona from this thing? How many people do you think are going to come out with coronavirus after going to this UFC event? Isn't it on a private island and shit?
It was an empty arena, though.
Was it?
No,
Yeah.
they had people. I thought they were going to be testing people
Well, I
as
saw
they came
on the fucking, what was it, Google, Yahoo, that fucking UFC to an empty arena. And I'm like,
You know what's hilarious though? People were talking so much mad shit about it. I was like, dude, what the fuck else are you going to watch? Nobody's got fucking football going on, baseball, basketball, nothing is going on. All these fucking sports addicts need something to watch. If they've never watched a UFC event, now is the time they're gonna fucking watch a UFC
Yeah,
event.
now's the WNBA's time to shine.
I said UFC event.
LPGA?
I meant a professional sport. Women's soccer, alright? That's a professional sport.
Dude.
Yeah,
No, I'm
it
kidding.
is their time to
Yeah,
shine.
no, man.
You can't call it a professional sport just because everybody's over 6.5 feet tall. Like, that doesn't make them professionals.
True.
If you shrunk them all down and had them play against, or have them play against men of their same size, it's a different speed game. I used to fight this point. I really did. I used to be so fucking liberal about this. We're like, no, women's basketball is so fucking good. They win. They're fucking on it all the time. They're just as big. They play just as hard. Then you watch it, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't even like watching men play basketball. I'm watching this. Like, it's so bad.
You know, speaking of height and everything.
The only game that women should play that men should never fucking touch again,
Washing dishes.
beach volleyball.
Oh.
Ah, yes, yes.
Yes, right?
Yes.
God bless. Not even just beach volleyball. Have you seen the court volleyball?
Oh, yeah.
Volleyball? Oh. Rough. Rough.
But I was gonna say,
We're dogs.
we're talking about height, right?
dogs.
So, would Muggsy Bogues be able to go up against like one of Muggsy Bogues was like the shortest NBA player. I forgot what his height was, but I think it was like 5'5" maybe,
Yeah, some shit.
some shit like that. He was tiny for professional basketball. I wonder if he'd be able to go up against, some of these women in the NBA, like WNBA. So.
Sorry, I got distracted.
No, because you're Googling Muggsy Bogues.
Yeah.
Muggsy.
But I couldn't figure out how to spell Bogsy. Muggsy.
Muggsy.
I think Bogues.
Oh, it heard me. My phone heard me say it, and it just immediately picked it up. I didn't even spell Muggsy right. An All-American former basketball player. The shortest player ever to play in the National Basketball Association. 5'3".
Oh! He was shorter than we
shit.
fucking gave credit for. Damn.
He's like 5'3". Just for comparison's sake, Allen Iverson, a short motherfucker, is 6 foot tall. Compared to everybody, but then again, this guy was playing in what,
90 something.
in the 90s? Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, he got his talent taken from him in Space Jam.
That was him?
Yep.
Oh man, I'm a monster! I fucking love Space Jam. I watch that movie at least like 6 times a year.
I watched it a few weeks ago.
Right? It's not even that long ago that I've been watching it. I think
Well, it's because my ex-girlfriend told me, she's like, it's on Netflix, and I was like, it is?
That's why my wife had it on.
Yeah, so
the time I watched it before that, it was free on Vudu. Like, we're subscribed to all the fucking movies.
dude, speaking of awesome movies on Netflix right now, Shot Caller. If you have not seen it, you need to watch it.
No, I haven't. What's that about?
It's about, I was telling Frank about it on the way over here, it's about this stockbroker who has an accident and gets sent to prison. And he's forced to, you know, join up with the Aryan Brotherhood. Either that or have a very rough prison sentence. And then he ultimately ends up rising through the ranks to become the leader of the Aryan Brotherhood.
Once he gets out of prison?
Well, he gets out and, yeah, but
even in the
because
prison,
he had his
over the gang in prison?
Well, he had his initial sentence, and then through doing things that he didn't want to do for the, you know, for the Brotherhood, he got more time put on. And so they have him do this huge deal that he was supposed to do on the outside, and then I don't want to ruin it for anybody.
Y'all ever seen that movie Chopper? It's an old, not Gerard Butler, man, some motherfucker. Let me look this up real quick. But this motherfucker, he's a Irish guy who doesn't feel pain. Like, he's got that disorder with his body where he can't physically feel pain.
Oh yeah, like those people that can just like put their hands on a burning stove and just be like.
Yeah, it's super dangerous. It's not as, you know, you have to watch these people when they're kids. This is a real disorder, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember if it's based on a real story or not, but it's about a guy named Chopper Reed. And this guy, so he goes into prison and he's such a nice guy, but he doesn't see pain like other people see pain. So when he gets mad, he'll beat the shit out of you and not feel bad because he doesn't understand what that feels like. Like, people beat the shit out of him, it's no big deal to him because it's just like, well, I gotta get this sewn up. You know, I gotta get this fucking stabbed. I got stabbed 6 times in the belly. I guess I should get that looked at. But even then, like, it's an old movie, so fuck you if you haven't seen it, and fuck you if you hate spoilers. So this guy's in prison and he's talking to his buddy, right? And his buddy's been made a deal with from a guy that's in another gang saying, we need you to take out your friend Chopper, and we'll take care of you after that. Are you fucking kidding? Chopper will fucking kill me. So whatever, they convince him
first.
So he stabs Chopper, right? Like, oi mate, you fucking stabbed me. He stabs him again 2-3 times. Like, what the fuck, man? Why are you doing this? Like, what? Why? And he stabs him a few more times. Like, you didn't. What? Okay, I understand. Like, he finally understands. I don't remember if he kills him or not. Watch the fucking movie. I'm not spoiling the whole goddamn thing.
Yeah.
But it's a remarkable movie. Fucking remarkable movie. But I'll check out that fucking movie you're talking about. What is it, Shot Caller?
Yeah, Shot Caller on Netflix. It's fucking dope. The cast is pretty good too. It's got the guy, I can't remember his name, but he's the one from Fury. He plays like the guy from Georgia that gives the kid a whole bunch of shit.
I think I ever saw Fury.
Yeah, well, he comes out like in The Punisher also, I think.
Oh, okay, so there's John Bernthal.
Yeah, it's probably him. And then the guy from, if you've seen Burn Notice, the guy who plays
the main guy.
Yeah, the main guy. He's one of the guys in jail. And then
of course I watched Burn Notice. That was back in the day when I didn't have cable and all you had was 4 channels. It was still the 90s, right? Burn Notice.
No,
was that late 90s?
No, it was. I don't know. But,
yeah, it's curious.
It was in the 2000s.
2007, you're right. God damn, I'm way too old for myself. I'm older than you guys. I don't know if you know this.
Yeah, I have.
So Frank, what have you been watching on Netflix and while you're chilling?
I was gonna hit you up fucking yesterday.
Oh, I just saw Aliens 3, by the way. I know you didn't like it because you said it was a movie by committee, or was that part 2? No, it wasn't bad. It was a little too Malcolm X for my eye with that black dude, and everybody's all reformed pedophiles and shit, or rapists and shit. Not pedophiles.
Yeah, rapists.
Sorry, pedophiles was the last episode. Fucking. No, wait, we can't knuckle that. But yeah, so I could see what you meant somewhat by movie by committee. Like, we can't have him actually rape her. They should have. Like, they should have raped her and tried. I think it would have been a better movie if the black dude tried to rape her and kill her, like she asked to be killed. Mm-hmm. But then she, like, puts herself up against the fucking prison bars. Like, she's expecting to be, like, raped first, right? Like, it's just the visual, right? That's not how they portray it, but that's the visual. So in my head, I was like, oh shit, I had never seen the movie. Like, is he actually going to rape her and then try and kill her, and is somebody going to come in and save her in the last second? You know what I mean? That's where it should have gone as a compelling movie narrative and a realistic movie narrative. Instead, the guy like swings the axe over her head to scare her and say, I have never lost a fight. I'm not gonna lose this one. We're gonna go get this son of a bitch. Oh, come on, dude. Like, you're a rapist, murderer, along with everybody else here. You're surrounded by like-minded individuals. None of you guys are fucking reformed. You're just pretending. Like, you gotta remove yourself from those. Like, come on.
Well, it's easy
Is it a realistic situation?
Like,
Do we believe in rehabilitation for fucking legitimate, like, psychopaths or narcissists or?
Well, if they're psychopaths, that means there's nothing you can do about it.
I used to believe in this shit too, you know.
Yeah.
I used to believe everybody had a reason for acting the way they did, even in the most heinous situations. But now I just believe, like, I'm starting to fucking get jaded, man. I'm starting to believe these Jeffrey Dahmers are just fucking Jeffrey Dahmers, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes they are.
For the most part.
I never believed that before.
They can
I don't
be
know what changed
rehabilitated.
lately, but
But nah, if they're fucking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, okay, then there's nothing you can do, fucking, other than keep them
medicated like
secluded.
Tobias Frank.
Yeah, like that. Fucking
So are you
stuff.
cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? Do you feel that
A
way?
little
Or do you
bit.
feel like you were just driven to it? Because there are people that are born that way, there are people that are made that way, and there are some people that are just temporarily askew. Do you feel like... Alright, let me put it to you this way. You pluck a guitar string. The middle part resonates a lot. You know, going into it, you're not so shaky. In the middle of it, you're shaky. Do you think that you can come out of it and that resonation will eventually stop and you'll reach the end of the chord?
Yeah.
Yeah? You feel you're there or you're getting there?
No, I'm fucking like. If you're saying that I'm gonna fucking snap, then no, I don't.
No, I don't think you're. I don't think you're.
But then I'm gonna fucking get over this hill.
Eventually,
Yeah.
the resonation will stop. It was a pluck.
Yeah.
It was you're a string in homeostasis. In homeostasis. Then you too, Rob. How do you feel about that? Do you feel like you're in the middle of that guitar resonance, or are you
No, I mean,
at the end of it, the beginning of it? Do you feel like there is an end, or are you just playing the whole beautiful orchestra that you're trying
yeah, I feel like, I don't know, man, just like,
You still gotta
it's like
sing.
somebody keeps strumming my chords, you
to...
know?
You
like-
feel that way?
Yeah, sometimes, you know, like, there's days that I have that are just, like, super chill, like, where I can do stuff like this, and then without any kind of substance, and then there's other days where, I mean, I know we had winter, but whatever. But then there's other days where, like, I'm just like, dude, I need a fucking drink. I need something to take the edge off, like, to get out of this. And then, you know, my buddy and I were actually having this conversation, you know, a few weeks ago, you know, about this whole TikTok deal. And we're going to go off on a little tangent, right?
Yeah,
You know what TikTok is, right?
No, of it.
Okay, so yeah. It's really annoying because we see they have these pages that are just dedicated to the ones made by military members. And him and I, you know, he was a Marine also, and he was like Frank, he was a grunt. And, you know, he's like, what pisses me off about it is that we're America's military. We're supposed to be feared. And you have these jack-offs going off on this stupid platform that's Chinese owned, and they're putting themselves out there making us look like shit when we should be feared. They're laughing at us. I was like, it's true. You don't see the Chinese military, Korean military, all these other militaries out there acting a fool on social media.
Well, for instance, what kind of video have you seen of people acting a fool in the military?
Okay, I saw a video of a drill instructor that was in my company when I went to
even
boot
worse.
camp.
I mean, already that's
And
worse
now,
than drill instructor.
now he is a sergeant major at 1st Marine Division, and it was that song, Don't Rush. It's a hip hop song, and he's just like, his wasn't that bad. Like, he was just like snapping from like his uniform to like his civilian clothes, but he's all tatted up, and he's just there like trying to be like sexy. It was fucking creepy. Because the guy's like 40 something years
It was
old.
a thirst trap. He was thirsty.
Yeah, and then
Thirsty
like, and so apparently he's married with kids. So why the fuck he was doing this beyond me. But then like,
And you know, isn't TikTok like super underage shit? Like it's all like fucking younger.
well, it just depends. Like some people do it as a family.
Well, it's
some
all a page thing.
Yeah,
Okay,
so-
I didn't know that. I thought it was like
So-
just a general like page like searching on Instagram
yeah, so
where you can get in trouble.
So, and like, the thing is, like, Frank and I know, we did dumbass shit when we were fucking younger in the
Of
Marines and
course,
all that
yeah.
stuff. The only thing is, there's no fucking record of it. And we did that shit.
That's what's weird. That's weird.
The record is up here.
I thought
And some of it's gone too.
Yeah, the other day I saw this chick. Oh, damn, she looks good in the military garb and shit. And she's in a tent. Oh, she's deployed, and she's taking selfies in the fucking mirror. Where the fuck is her drill sergeant? Like, what the fuck is happening here? I feel like it's a very weird.
It's a weird time to be
I
in.
don't feel like we should be able to, like,
No, you're not.
I don't think you're supposed to have, like, I don't know, dude.
We couldn't take our
Social
cell.
media and shit.
We couldn't take our cell phones to Iraq because of the GPS. They could track us.
I don't, even if they were in Camp Pendleton. Oh, yeah, that was something I wanted to bring up a while back when we were still talking about running and shit. Apparently the Strava app got in trouble.
Yeah. Well, no, anything that has like we can't even wear iWatches because it has GPS located. It's constantly being geolocated.
Well, I thought iWatches, it wasn't so much the watch itself, it was the applications that are open platform and shit.
Stuff
The
like
problem with Strava was that people were running in the military, they were enlisted, deployed, and they were going out for runs, but using their watches and their whatever whoop straps and whatever with GPS on them to track their location. So these people would be uploading in the air into the cloud where they fucking were when they're supposed to be on these like security lockdown locations.
Yeah, that's another thing, that apparently you can't have TikTok if you're fucking working security in the military.
Yeah, or even big name companies either. I don't think let you have them in the building.
Well, yeah, because TikTok is Chinese owned, and they can get all your information and shit.
It's the same thing with those phones. What are they called? The Huawei.
Huawei.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I had one too.
You had a Huawei?
Yeah, I was poor.
I thought they were.
I was poorer than what I am earlier. See, now I have the nice.
I thought they were
Pro
expensive.
Max. Nah.
What you got? What is that?
The Pro Max, 11 Pro Max.
Oh, 11 Pro. What's a Pro Max? What's the
It's
difference?
got 3 cameras.
What do you need 3 cameras for?
To make his dick look bigger.
Oh.
Enhance. Enhance.
Alright, you fuckers. This has gone on long enough. Hey, it's been great to have you back on, Rob. I'm sorry I talked so much shit about you. I was hoping you were actually listening to it so that it would egg you on to get back here. Were you actually listening to any of those?
I hadn't, like, honestly.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. You're all
downloading new stuff and all that stuff. I would like lose track of my apps. I would go listen. I did listen to the episode y'all did with Polo, my roommate though.
He's your roommate?
Yeah.
I didn't fucking know that.
Yeah, he's my
I
roommate.
told you.
No, I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, that's what happened.
It's so hard to listen to you sometimes.
No, I
You're
fucking
just so
texted it to you.
slow. Oh.
Yeah, you were like, no, you should move over to
Yeah, so anyway,
town.
so this has been the Completely Inappropriate Podcast, everybody. I've been Tony along with Mr.
Right.
And our amazing guest.
Rob.
Hey, Rob. Fucking love you, man.
Love you too, bro.
Look a little bit less Wayne's World, though. You should grow your hair out all blonde. You look almost exactly like Dana Carvey.
Yeah.
Garth, for those of you who are too young to know what the fuck we're talking about. It's a movie from the 90s and...
Based on the
oh, no, Wayne's World
sketch.
was 89, I think.
The
year it came
SNL
out.
sketch. Yeah.
It was based on the old SNL sketches
Yeah.
with Mike Myers and Dana Carvey.
Yeah.
Dana Carvey. Anyway, this is going on long enough. This has been the Completely Inappropriate Podcast, everybody. You can find us at completelyinappropriatepodcast@gmail.com with any comments, questions, concerns. Leave us a 5-star review on Apple iTunes or anywhere you listen to us. Don't try the other stars. Don't rate us anything less than the best because those other marks don't matter. No one will listen to you. You're all liars. Unless you love us. It's just true. It's true. Because we don't lie to you.
Yeah.
We're honest. We love you. Anyway. Frank!
What?
Stop me already.
Stop.
Hammer time. So,
Sounds
find us
love.
at... Yeah, me too!
In the name of love.
God, you guys are good. Take it easy, everybody. You know where to find us. We said it earlier in the pod. Find your happy, Frank.
Be excellent to each other.
Rob.
See ya.
Everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Frank.
What?
Say bye.